Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing a part 3 to my series of horror and thriller recommendation, and this is going to be my final one because it's literally almost Halloween. But anyways, let me get started on the first book. The first book that I have is called Boy in Black, and it has 582k reads and 30 parts, and it's by CaptivatingWords, and it is complete and it is mature. This book is good, kind of twisted but good. Let me read the description for y'all. Maddie Noel is a simple girl that only knows of school, dance, and her overbearing mother that keeps her hidden away in the walls of their perfect home. She believes she's invisible and that no one could look twice. Then comes the captivating boy next door, Jackson Maddox, a disturbed high school senior with a dark look and an equally dark past that stalks Maddie and has an end goal of keeping her all to himself, no matter what it may take. And it is rated mature. Let me go down. Oh, it's number 44, y'all, in murder. So basically, Maddie is this shy off girl kinda. This dude, Jackson, he is something else. So Jackson lives next door to Maddie, and Jackson doesn't think that Maddie knows that Jackson lives next door, but she knew all along. So basically, Jackson likes Maddie, and you know he likes like innocent girls because he had like a girl he used to like, didn't work out. So basically they get together. Maddie's mom is kind of like overprotective, so things start to get crazy when Maddie ends up finding stuff about Jackson in a book, in his like notebook that he keeps. He writes everything in his notebook, but she ends up finding stuff. It leads up to that point when she finds the notebook in his car. But let me just tell you, this dude is crazy. The things he writes in his notebook, you would have never expected, but kind of expected, because like literally almost every time he would come home, and he lives by himself, by the way. I don't know what happened to his parents. He probably killed them. Who knows? But every time he would get home, he would see Maddie, and sometimes she wouldn't have her window, like she would have it, like her blinds, she would not shut it. So he could see everything that she was doing, and Maddie kind of knew that he was watching because she already knew that he lived next door, and she found out from somebody, or she just knew like they lived next door to each other. Not really sure, but just know right there he was literally staring at her, and she let him stare at her like that through the window. Like, girl, close your blinds. That's it for that story. It will have you on a freaking roller coaster. No jokes aside, for real. Like, this dude is nuts in the head. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he's psycho. This next story that I have is crazy too. This story is not on the stalker side, so y'all could chill. This story is called Manhunt, and it has 1.48 million reads, 65.6k votes, and 21 parts, and it is complete. And it's by TaintedRain. This is short little summary, short little description. 20 teens abducted to play a game of manhunt. So basically, these 3 serial killers, what are their names? Their names are Al, Dan, and Samantha. So all 3 of those are literally murder suspects. They're not even, should I say murder suspects? They're literally serial killers, so it doesn't even matter. But basically, Dan and Al, let me just say all three of them, they literally kidnapped like 20 kids. So the main character is named Serenity, and then we have Skylar's brother, which I will get into, and then Coden, Rosalie, and Annabelle. She's kind of sus a little bit. That's why I wrote sus on it. But so basically, Serenity, all of them get kidnapped, okay? And they find out like who is who, and you know how old are they. Rosalie is the youngest one. She's the one that's a child, literally. She's 12 years old. The rest are probably like in their 17, 18. They are teenagers. So they kidnap teenagers. I didn't know that they kidnap kids too, but I guess in this story they do. So basically they bring them to a warehouse, and from there they have to run around in this warehouse that they decorated, and it's like kind of like a house. So these Al, Samantha, and Dan, they would sneak into people's houses and steal people's furniture, and then bring it back to the warehouse to make this whole like house, like just make it into a house, but like inside. So they made stairs, and they put like furniture in each room and all that stuff. So when they got to the warehouse, they tied them up, took their they had on like a bag over their head. They took all the bags. I don't know why the serial killers announced their names, but they literally said, I'm Al, I'm Samantha, and I'm Dan. So they all had to, they let the kids go, and they told, well, this is before they told them like what the game was. So basically they had to run, and if they get caught, then they would die. So they're like, on the count of 3, I'm gonna let you go. So 1, 2, 3, they all untied them at that point. So they start running. Serenity is like keeping an eye on Rosalie, because she knows like, I'm gonna get this kid out. She's not gonna die today. We are both gonna get out of here. Coden comes in a little bit, so she's trying to like, before the game starts, she's trying to recognize people's faces, but she doesn't really know who Coden is, because they had bags over their heads. So when she was talking to him in the van before they got there, she was talking to him, and they introduced themselves or whatever. And when they're about to let go, she's all looking around like, I don't know who Coden is. So then after they let go, they're all running around. They hear a couple gunshots. Coden ends up coming, and I guess he recognized Serenity. I don't know how, but he recognized Serenity, so they teamed up together. It was kind of cute, though. It was kind of cute. So he was like their rescuer, trying to keep them safe. Serenity she is strong, y'all. She killed one of the serial killers. Okay, I'm not going to tell you which one, but she killed one of them, and I was like, okay, girl, you go, girl. Yes, get them, kill them. You need to get out, because each room didn't have a door. Okay, each room didn't have a door. There was one room where one of the serial killers, they were trying to like fight off with them. They were trying to fight off, and they realized that they found a door, and they ran into it and they hid, because that was the last door in there that they didn't take off. So they ran into it and locked themselves in there. But in order for them to like get out, they had to find this door, and it had like a key. They had to find the key to get out, because once they get out of the warehouse, they're free. They're not going to chase them, like, because what's the point? Like, you ran out of the warehouse, that's it. Just run home. Yeah, this story is nuts. Like, and I'm not going to tell you who died, because there's other people that come involved too. There was one girl in there, I didn't write her name down, but she seemed cool. She had a sister, which she died. Sucks, I know. So sad. But Skylar is about Skylar, yes. So Skylar is Serenity's brother. So like, if you get confused, like, who is Skylar? I'm confused. I thought it was a girl, but it's actually her brother. Read Manhunt. It will keep you on your toes. This last story, okay, literally this last story, I really didn't think like this last story was like a stalker kind of ish. But the guy is crazy, but I feel like he has feelings for the main character. So this last story is called Dean, and it has 481k reads and 20 parts, and it had 19.8k votes, and it's by Drunkonpoison, and it is complete and is mature. Okay, let me read the description. Effie Williams has always been a quiet, timid girl. Between facing bullies at school and some at home, she'd always learned to suffer in silence. And her one friend is a short-tempered boy with deep psychological issues. When I tell you, I wouldn't say like it's on the stalker side, but like it kind of is a little bit. So basically, Dean is like friends. What is this girl? Oh, with Effie. So Effie and Dean been friends since like childhood, but then Dean ended up moving and then moved back. So basically, he's kind of like her protector. So the reason when he came back to the school, Effie was like, used to be like this shy timid girl, and then when she went to this new school, she had friends. So she Effie kind of knew Dean a little bit because, like I said, they went to school together. So Dean at first, he didn't like her. He was like, oh, you're privileged, you have everything. Like, she never experienced like being neglected by her parents, or like hasn't had parents, and you know issues. So he's like, you're gonna see what it feels like. Let me tell you, she knows what it feels like now, because what he said literally came true. Like, I think her father left or died, can't remember, one of them, and the mother is like kind of weird a little bit. So Dean, literally, he sells drugs, and basically like he kills people. Like, he kills every time. Like, so when all that stuff happened, Effie had friends, and then everything started happening because she was being friends with Dean, and everybody thought Dean was a weirdo, like a creep, like, just like weird in general. So they were like, okay, well then it's gonna be me, or it's gonna be us, or it's gonna be Dean. And she chose Dean. She was like, okay, bye. Like, and her friends were kind of fake anyway. One of her friends' name, I think it was Veronica, she was fake. Like, don't trust her at all. And there's another girl, her name is Bridget. She's okay, but I feel like she's kind of a follower. I guess like every time she would come to school, Veronica and them, like the girl she used to hang out with, she would always get beat up, and Dean taught her how to fight. But Effie's like, no, I don't fight. Like, I'm not like that, whatever. He starts confronting the people. Like, he starts confronting Veronica and Bridget. So he basically kills her friends, like trying to protect her. I don't know what it is, but protect her. But at the end of the book, literally, I didn't expect that to happen at all. I thought he was gonna kill one of the girls he used to like sleep with. She ends up coming around a little bit, but she's kind of like not to be trusted either. I feel like Dean kind of manipulates Effie a little bit. I don't know, like gets into her head, which literally sucks because I hate it. But he starts killing her friends, and things go from there. That's about it with this story, but it's gonna make you sad. Like, I literally was sad. The ending, like, what have you, like, mind blowing. I didn't expect that at all. Read Dean, it's good. But anyways, I hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys are gonna be like super excited for the next video. Didn't expect it for me, but first time for everything. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.